Okay, it's a wonderful Friday morning, and of course, here it brings a difference in terms of what to enjoy on a day like this. Well, you know all too well that every Friday we serve you as it's coming in hot, and we make winners out of you. So, welcome on board Sports Bang for this Friday, the 14th day in the month of April, year 2023. It feels good to be here again this morning. It's already 27 minutes before 8 o'clock. You're tuned to the Integrity Station, Splash 105.5 FM. We're broadcasting from the White House building, Felele, in the city of Ibadan, capital for your state, Nigeria. Today, we have a whole lot to look at from the home front. I mean, interesting stuff coming through for us. Super Falcons ready to compete with the best. That's from the long-standing stalwarts and captain of the team, Onome Ebi. And in the world of tennis, Novak Djokovic beaten by Lorenzo Musetti in last 16. This is from the Monte Carlo Masters. And returning to football, how do you concede 2 own goals in just one game? I mean, everything that could go wrong went wrong for Manchester United yesterday. There are 2 best centre backs getting injured. There are, standing captain, receiving a yellow that rules him out of the game next week. And then they conceded 2 own goals. But then again, that is football. Sometimes it serves you, that kind of roller coaster of emotions. Juventus, they are still sticking their neck out as one of the favorites this season in the UEFA Europa League. And from Saudi Arabia, Al Nassr Sykes manager, Rudi Garcia, reportedly after a rift with Cristiano Ronaldo. So could it be that CR7 at the end in the sacking of his manager?
Too many CR7 managers have been sacked recently. I mean, since Juventus, he has had 7 managers sacked while he's in the team. That's a bit too much. We have to.
And you're putting it down to him.
Some of those sackings. For example, before this, he actually had a rift with the manager where, almost like Manchester United, he stormed off the field, and then a couple of days after that, the man is fired.
Well, another person in trouble is Sadio Mane. I don't know. I mean, the guy is normally cool. He has this reputation for being level-headed. But then again, in the Bayern Munich game against Manchester City, maybe it's been building up for him. He lost his cool, reportedly. He punched a teammate, Leroy Sané, in the face, and Bayern are not having any of that. They've suspended him for the game this weekend. He's also getting fined. But the story is that Leroy Sané racially abused him. This is actually quite strange because Leroy Sané himself is not white. He has a Senegalese origin.
So someone also made the notation that one is blacker than the other. So.
Really? My name is Tunde Olawuwo. This morning, Femaiti is on board. Oluwafemi Akinosho. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you today. Good morning to our wonderful listeners. Good to be back here. Wonderful weekend ahead. And once again, all the title races, starting all the title races or the title race that we're following, will once again be in our faces later this weekend. It's good to be here once again this winning Friday morning.
Okay, shortly we will let you into our Facebook trivia. Remember, every Friday like this, we play games. Let me put it that way. And of course, you win. So what do we have this morning? I started my career in 1994. I'm former teammate with John Terry, Samuel Eto'o, and Didier Drogba. My career spanned over 20 years. Who am I? So, what do you think? I mean,
it's as simple as
this has been made straightforward. We are talking about a footballer, and the person is perhaps associated with one club. But don't take my word for it. I'm just giving you a clue. Do your own research. Let me go over that. Again, the Facebook trivia. I started my career in 1994. I'm former teammate with John Terry, Samuel Eto'o, and DJ Drogba. My career spanned over 20 years. Who am I? You can get on our Facebook fan page this morning. The ID is Splash 105.5 FM Ibadan. Splash 105.5 FM Ibadan. Be the fastest to drop the correct answer, and then you stand the chance of winning 5,000 naira. It's as simple as A, B, C. Also, don't forget that later on the program, at a point, we'll open the phone lines for you to call in and then pick a quick number, answer within just 30, 40 seconds, and then you win once again. That's how we roll every Friday. So, Femighty, let's get going. Super Falcons captain Onomebe insisted the former African champions are now ready to face the top teams at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Around the Wardroom side are beaming with confidence after recording their third consecutive victory in a friendly against New Zealand on Tuesday. The West Africans will be up against Australia. That's one of the hosts. Canada and Republic of Ireland in Group B at the World Cup this summer. The Super Falcons were eliminated in the round of 16 4 years ago in France. Let's see how far this newfound confidence will take them. And on to tennis. World number one Novak Djokovic crashed out of the Rolex Monte Carlo Masters following a shock last 16 defeat to Italy's Lorenzo Musetti. The 22-time Grand Slam champion surrendered a 1-set and 4-2 lead to lose 4-6, 7-5, 6-4 in a rain-interrupted match in Monaco. After clinching the opener, Djokovic struggled to find his best level in the windy conditions in courts. And still on tennis, the Women's Professional Tennis Tour will bring events back to China later this year, announcing on Thursday the end of a boycott instituted in late 2021 over concerns about the safety of former player Peng Shuai after she accused a high-ranking government official of sexual assault. This is now being put behind them. Harry Maguire and Tara Malacia on goals transform Europa League quarterfinal. You're playing against Sevilla. The best team when it comes to the UEFA Europa League, leading 2-0. How you manage to bungle that, and then the scene, when this defender got injured.
Lisandro Martinez got injured, and there was no Manchester United player at all around him. It was Argentines.
Well,
it's beautiful for some seeing national teammates rally around their countryman regardless of the team they are playing for. Well, it also speaks something about Manchester United players actually.
Could there be more to this? Let's take this quick break on Sports Bank. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
When you think of fruit juice and all the goodness that comes in it, think Chivita. It is many years of trust, quality, and all the goodness of fruit poured into one lovely pack with no artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives, specially made for you. And there is more to choose from. Whatever your preferences are, there is a Chivita for you. There is a Chivita for everyone. So, what's your Chivita?
OneXBet, Yakata bonus, Yakata odds, Yakata wins. Download OneXBet app, deposit money inside, and you get 300% bonus on up to 189,280 naira. Now the biggest bonus be this, so OneXBet na reliable bookmaker. So sharp, go to onexbet.ng, register with promo code Welcome Nigeria, and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit now. You supposed grab this chance to win. OneXBet gives you more.
Miss Polly has a baby who was sick. She phones to the doctor to be quick. The doctor came running with a Rexall drop, and he knocked on the door with a rat-a-tat-tat.
Rexall paracetamol drop is good for the treatment of feverish conditions in babies. Rexall paracetamol drop has a fruity taste, and it is mild on the child's digestive system.
Then the baby was happy and started to say,
Rexall paracetamol paracetamol. Also available as tablets and suppositories for adults and syrup for children. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. Rexall paracetamol, another quality product from Daily Need Industries.
Mommy, see, I found Daddy's will with a letter addressed to me.
Really?
Yes, son. By the time you read this, I would have been long gone. Just know that I have taken care of your education with Cornerstone Children Education Fund. Daddy!
Yes, my dear.
I read your letter.
It's okay. You are meant to read the letter after I have died, not now.
Daddy, it's good to have a father that takes care of his children's future.
With Cornerstone Children Education Fund, I will always be there.
Oh, yes. Invest in Cornerstone Children Education Fund and enjoy an interest-yielding savings investment plan that doubles as a life insurance policy for your children's education and attractive interest rate. The policy can be used as collateral and serve as a life cover. Visit cornerstone.com.ng. Cornerstone, the future assured.
Golden Penny Semovita is made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to give you an enjoyable sahur and iftar every day in Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem from Golden Penny Semovita.
Oriflame Cynthia! That's me! Oriflame Cynthia! I thought you jackpot. Me? Unless you meant jackpot to go and place my 100 BP Oriflame order for this month. Abi, who no one grab brand new ride? Brand new ride? Yes! The Oriflame Grab Your Ride promo is here! And this is great news for everyone. Join Oriflame and buy products worth at least 100 BP monthly for 3 months from April 1st to June 30th. Then you stand a chance to win a brand new Hyundai Creta SUV! Oh, and that's not all. There's a whopping 100 million naira worth of major and guaranteed prizes to be won. In case you were wondering, 100 BP is simply 35,000 naira and you can buy to use or sell at good profits. So, join Oriflame today to participate. Draw date is July 8, 2023. The more you buy, the more raffle tickets you get and the more prizes you win. Wait for me. Let's jackpot to Oriflame together. See Oriflame Instagram and the website for details. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is approved by all promo regulatory authorities. Oriflame. Changing lives.
Ìfẹ́ mi, ẹni lọ́jọ́ ìfúnni lábẹ́rẹ́ wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, pẹ̀lú abẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fún ìdáàbòbò ara ẹni yìí, a lè ṣeré ìfẹ́ fóṣù mẹ́ta láìsí fòyòyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀.
Bí báwo?
Màá fa ẹran itan mi, màá sì gábẹ́rẹ́ yìí sórí itan tí mo fà. Káde máa gbádùn ara wa lọ fóṣù mẹ́ta nìyẹn.
Abẹ́rẹ́ kẹ̀, ṣé èèyàn wà nínú ẹ̀?
Kò séwu ìfẹ́ mi, abẹ́rẹ́ tíntínní ni bí eléyìí.
Àkíkà, ó ti gun kódà ó mìíràn rárá.
Ṣé bí mo sọ fún ẹ?
Bó o bá fẹ́ lábẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fúngbà àkọ́kọ́, lọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ìlera fúngbà ní níyànjú. Fàlàyé nípa àwọn ọ̀nà mìíràn láti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ oyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀. Tẹ ẹ̀rìn èjì ọ̀kan lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lórí Airtel. Kó o dẹ̀ tẹ ọgbọ̀n tàbí kó o lọ sórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára discoveryourpower.org. Ìpolówó yìí wá látọwọ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó ń bójútó ìlera ẹbí, Society for Family Health. Pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń bójútó ètò ìlera.
Great to have you back on Sports Bang this morning. Well, let me applaud our guys on our Facebook fan page, dropping comments, different takes. Okay, somebody, I think is Ayetuma, is asking what happened to the comments. Let me see if I can still search for it.
What happened to Manchester United yesterday? I predicted a win, but Sevilla to go. I predicted a win yesterday, but Sevilla to go through. Well, Falcons should be realistic. If they make it out of the group stage, it will be a miracle. Well,
okay. So your own prediction also didn't come true. He said he predicted. I'm talking about Ayetuma Kingston.
Okay, for Manchester United. Actually, talking about the Manchester United game, it was a game that Manchester United got complacent. In fact, it's not just Manchester United got complacent. Not just the players. Everybody in the Manchester United side got complacent. 2 early goals. Manchester United were in the driving seat. It felt like it was going to be another 4-5-0 drubbing, like Red Betis at Old Trafford. And then suddenly, Manchester United just put the gear on cruise mode or whatever it is, autopilot, and started just took their foot off the pedal, and it looked like Manchester United felt like the game was done and dusted. But it was not just about Manchester United players feeling that way, because if it was only the players that were feeling that way, maybe the manager could, jeer them on. But the manager too made substitutions that reeked of complacency. I mean, took out every attacking threat in that game. The quartet of the Manchester United attack came out of that game: Martial, Anthony, Sancho, and Bruno. And I love what the Sevilla coach did. For every attacker that Ten Hag took out of the game, he took out a defender and replaced with an attacker, because Manchester United's attack was practically dead, and it was just like, look, if you don't want this game, we can make a run for it. And at the end of the day, the 2-0, any 2-0 victory, anyone that knows football knows that 2-0 victories are fragile. You are just one goal away from having the tension of a team probably coming back. And then, of course, the unfortunate incident of Lisandro Martinez that forced Manchester United to have only Harry Maguire as the last standing centre-back in that game. And once that happened and the pressure mounted, it was just a matter of time. I mean, Manchester United could have actually lost that game by 4-2. So somehow this morning I'm feeling like they're lucky, because the game was made to pull about 2 unbelievable saves in the space of about 5 minutes before that equalizer eventually came in. So at the end of the day, I think it's a game that they will learn from. But I think as at this moment, Manchester United are 70 to 80% out of the UEFA Europa League.
Few days after his rift with Cristiano Ronaldo, Al-Nassr have announced that they've parted ways with head coach Rudi Garcia, which leaves the question, did this have anything to do with CR7? Well, we told you earlier about Sadio Mane and Leroy Sané. They were seen arguing with each other during the latter stages of Tuesday's Champions League game against Manchester City. But what was to follow was a fight in the dressing room that led to, Mane reportedly punching Sané in the face.
I hate how one-sided the reports about this incident have been, actually. It was a case of, as far as I'm concerned, it was a case of two fighting, because I believe that there was a verbal abuse that caused a response. Now, I'm not saying what Sadio Mane did was all right, but I'm also saying, can we also take a look at what Leroy Sané also did? I mean, what he said, what led to the punch, because at the end of the day, reports have also shown that, or reports have said that both Leroy Sané and Sadio Mane have apologized to their teammates, which means that it was a case of two players disrupting the dressing room. So how come
even Leroy Sané, according to reports, didn't agree with the punishment? I mean, he felt that Mane shouldn't have been punished. After all, both of them were wrong.
And even if there was going to be punishment, it should be meted out to both. Maybe one
went too far.
No, okay, maybe one went too far
physically.
And maybe the other guy should not be punished as much as Mane. But the fact that there's nothing at all being said about Sané, almost making Sané to be the victim here and Mane to be the bad guy, it feels some way. Is it because Sané is German and he's playing on home soil? Just saying.
Sané is German. His father, Suleiman Sané,
is actually Senegalese. It's actually two Senegalese fighting, actually, but
one is more Senegalese
than the other.
Okay, we'll take a break for the BBC Premier League update. We'll return to pick your call. Stay with us.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello from Colin Harrison at the BBC Sports Centre. Manchester United have some work to do if they're to reach the semi-finals of the Europa League after blowing a 2-0 lead in the first leg of their quarter-final against Sevilla. Marcel Sabitzer scored twice in a 7-minute spell in the first half to put United in the driving seat at Old Trafford, but Sevilla scored twice in the last 8 minutes with 2 own goals, debited to Tyrell Malacia and Harry Maguire to salvage a 2-2 draw. And in the Europa Conference League, West Ham are level with Ghent after the first leg of their quarter-final. Danny Ings scored the Hammers' goal in a 1-1 draw in Belgium. The Everton manager Sean Dyche has hinted that striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin could return to action in Saturday's Premier League game against Fulham. He hasn't played since February because of a hamstring injury, but has returned to training. The Toffees are currently 17th in the table, outside the relegation zone, only on goal difference. But Dyche doesn't think Calvert-Lewin will feel any extra pressure on his return.
If you want to be a big player, you're going to take what comes your way. He's a big player. He's played for England, scored goals, had fantastic seasons here at times, so that's what comes, that's part of being a professional footballer. Everyone should want that, really, because if you're under some kind of, whatever kind of pressure it is, then it's for a reason. That's usually a top player.
Premier League clubs have collectively agreed to withdraw gambling sponsorship from their front of their matchday shirts by the end of the 2025-26 season. However, after the deadline, clubs will still be able to continue featuring gambling brands in areas such as shirt sleeves and LED advertising. 8 Premier League clubs have betting companies on the front of their shirts, worth an estimated $75 million a year. For more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Okay, you're welcome back. We're so out of time. So quickly, on our Facebook page, Femaiti, what do we have?
Well, on our Facebook fan page, we have so many answers and also quite a few correct answers. But then the first person to drop the correct answer is Tommy Philip Adiyan. As a matter of fact, he dropped it twice. He messaged about 30 minutes ago and then dropped another about 4 minutes ago. A couple of others after that, said it. But then it is Ediogu Johnson. He played alongside Terry and Didier Drogba when he played at Chelsea, and then eventually moved to Barcelona where he played alongside Samuel Eto'o. And of course, his career spanned from 1994 till 2017. That's 23-year career. So the correct answer is Ediogu Johnson. Congratulations to Tommy Philip Adiyan. The first correct answer came in from him.
Well, it looks like we'll only be able to take just one call this morning. Do we have somebody on the line? Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. You're our only caller. Your name, where you calling from, and your number?
Ayodele Latwe from Ifo.
Okay, number what?
Number 2.
Number 2. The Super Falcons of Nigeria beat New Zealand by 3-0. Mention 2 of the 3 goal scorers.
The easiest of all the questions.
Onomo AB.
Okay.
Isaiah.
Please stop. It's okay. Congratulations to you. Reach out to me. Wow. You know how to. Well, we'll leave on that note. Femaiti, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Another wonderful weekend. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Not the game, but the title race. We keep our fingers crossed.
Don't worry. Tomorrow at 12:30, join the team on What Sports. This morning, walked alongside the great Ali. When I see Ali, I remember Muhammad Ali, but he's not Muhammad Ali.
Ali Money.
Ali Money. Okay, maybe I get some. I'm Tunde Olawuwo. Have a wonderful Friday. Bye-bye.
Splash FM 105.5.
Dear listeners, it's another episode of the Smart Living Radio Show powered by Peak 456 Growing Up Milk with DHA to support brain development. Here, nutrition nuggets are shared with an emphasis on age-appropriate nutrition for our 4 to 6-year-olds. On the show today, we will be discussing eating right on a budget without compromising your child's nutrition. To have this discuss with me is Dr. Othniel Gyang. Dr. Gyang is a pediatric consultant with 30 years of experience.
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Pick 456 has DHA. It helps my brain to grow. It helps me to be smart. Oh, my own milk, oh, Pick 456, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 456, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 456, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 456, yeah.
Hi, Doctor. You're very welcome to the show today.
Sophie, I'm glad to be here. Anyways, I have listened to the past episodes and I must say kudos to you for an educative and informative show. We cannot overemphasize the importance of age-appropriate nutrition.
Thank